Well,
Yeah.
obviously, congratulations, first of all, on doing your deal. Well done. I'm
Thanks.
really,
Thanks, man.
really pleased for you, Gene, because you've been one of the first members of the program. So it's great, like seeing your journey all the way from start to where you are now. And I think it's been a great example of someone that's got no recruitment experience and no industry experience, setting up a
Yeah.
brand new market whilst still having another job.
Yeah.
Is great that you've actually proven that like it's achievable, which is outstanding. Welcome everybody to today's interview. So today I've got a very special guest, Gene, and Gene has been in the Recruitment Accelerator Program with myself, and Gene's going to share his journey in order for how he actually started in the program and started his own recruitment business with no recruitment experience at all, no industry experience, and how he achieved his first placement and how he's grown his agency. So welcome, Gene.
Thanks. Thanks, James.
So first of
So
all, do you want to just tell everyone like where you're based and what your agency does?
I'm based in Boston, Massachusetts, and I specialize in the finance and accounting market.
Awesome. So in terms of like before you joined, like what was it that you used to do, Gene, as a profession?
So I have my own business in terms of real estate business. What I do is I have a management slash home improvement business. And one of my clients, how I got into the business, one of my biggest clients um, was a staffing agency. And I grew with the firm, and I noticed that they were growing like crazy. And um, you know, they had a lot of different locations, and I was just really able to see, from another side what the business was doing. So I was very curious about what are these guys actually doing? What is the staffing business all about? I really didn't have any understanding about what it was. So I did a little bit of research, and the more and more I researched about the staffing slash recruiting business, I got really intrigued, and I learned more and more, and I said, man, I can do this. And I said, I'm going to do this business. And I did more and more research. It was very hard to find research about, the actual business, but then I came across James and on YouTube, and I said, man, this guy, he's got what it takes. I'm a business owner, so I have a business mind, and I saw a lot of good qualities in James in his videos in terms of how he was approaching the staffing industry, and just a lot of the things that he was talking about. So I said, I got to reach out to him and see if I can work with this guy, because he's the real deal.
Awesome. So for people that are watching, Gene, that are looking to start their own recruitment agency, what was it that like prompted you to start up, and what information did you get online for free, and what did you feel was actually missing in terms of like trying to start up without like maybe getting a mentor or a program?
Yeah. Well, it was very hard just to get any of the basic information in regards to how a recruiting agency actually works in terms of, the business structure. It just seemed like it was very cloudy in regards to the type of information needed. No really good books. There was nothing really online. If you go online for like other types of businesses, you can easily find out how a business works. But to me, the staffing industry was really cloudy, and I wanted to clear it up in my mind, because I know that there was a lot of profitability there. And so I just went ahead and reached out to you, and you cleared a lot of stuff up with me on our first meeting, and I decided to join because it sounded like you definitely had what it took to get to where I wanted to be.
Awesome. So like
Yeah.
what actual reservations did you have before joining?
Well, obviously cost is one, but I knew that in order for me to improve myself and get to where I needed to be, I needed to make the investment, and I was willing to do that, make an investment in myself, because the key to the game is you got to believe in yourself, right? And in order to get to where you need to be, and you got to make investments in yourself in order to grow, and to just improve your vision.
Yeah. And I think
Yeah.
like most people don't actually take action and invest in themselves, Gene, and
Hmm.
expect different results.
Yeah.
And like one of the key things that you even just said there, you invested in yourself. It wasn't
Yeah.
a cost, it was an investment into
Exactly.
your
Yeah.
knowledge to grow and evolve as a person and in business.
Yeah. So like I'm from the real estate background, my background's in real estate, and it's all about, you know, making improvements, right? Investing in something that's going to appreciate in value. And obviously investing in your course, it was like a no-brainer for me, one of the things that you need is, whoever you're partnering or you're investing with is someone who knows the business, you're confident with their leadership skills. And I felt like you definitely knew the business. I was confident with your leadership skills in terms of how you approached me and everything that I saw online. And I said, speaking with you, you were the real deal. I said, we gotta do this. We gotta do this. We gotta make it happen.
Awesome. So talk me through, like, you started the program and you're sort of in the wilderness stage because you're learning a lot of different pieces and the
Mm,
strategies and the techniques that I teach.
yeah,
So what was that like first part of the journey like? Because obviously where we'll get to where you are now and the
yeah.
success you've had, but what was it like at the start for you, Gene?
The start was, I was very excited to start with you. We had a one-on-one meeting and we just discussed, just some basics in regards to where I wanted to go with the business, um, where I saw myself, and just to get the ball running, a lot of research, a lot of grinding. Um, but then it was literally right before the pandemic hit, right? So right after we right after we started, the pandemic hit and all hell broke loose. So it was a tough phase because I had to learn a lot. So not only was the pandemic going, but I had to learn all the skills in regards to what the heck recruitment is, how to get the business set up, etc., and start to attract clients. So yes, it was a very up and down learning curve, but I knew at the end of the day that I was going to get there with your help. I knew I was going to get there. And again, it's all about your mindset. It's all about your belief, and it's all about making sure you just put in the work. So I knew I was going to get there, even though we've been through so much of crazy times right now in regards to all of the stuff that was happening day after day, month after month. There was always something going on. So trying to get through all of that really took a lot of patience. Sometimes it was nerve-wracking, but you just gotta, just be persistent. And that's what I've done. It's been a roller coaster, but I'm glad I've done every single minute of it. And right now I'm stronger because of it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
tell everyone like where you are now. So I know you've got quite a big win to share. Like, what would you
Yeah.
say the 2 to 3 biggest wins were being in the Recruitment Accelerator program?
Well, number one is learning from one of the best in the game, right? So, having a mentor like yourself, um, in giving me like just the overall background of the industry, how to attack it, and giving me, a lot of the motivation that I need to actually, go through all the hurdles. Because like you said, I didn't have any recruitment experience. I didn't have any industry experience. I was going in cold turkey. So I'm in an ideal situation of a testament to how this system works. Because if someone like me can go in cold turkey in the middle of a pandemic, with no experience, and to attract a client, go through the process, get the client, and come out with a big win and come out with a lot of momentum afterwards, that's just a testament to the program. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. I had a good win. I got my first deal, and I'm literally going to be making I got a couple of appointments today actually for potential other customers. So I'm in a good situation right now. I see a bright future ahead of me, and the next year is going to be, key. I see a lot of progress. I see a lot of opportunity. And this business, you can't lose. It's one of the biggest industries in the world. I think it's kind of a quiet, kept secret, but if you stay determined and if you have the right structure behind you, one of the things that I wanted to talk about was, the best businesses in the world have a few things behind them, right? Um, a lot of them are technologically advanced, right? That's one. A lot of them have good management slash leadership. That's two. And a lot of them have good marketing behind them in terms of how they're accessing their customers, how they're targeting their customers. Well, this program has all three. You are a perfect example of that, James, because technology is key for you, and leadership is key for you, and marketing is key for you. And this is what you're teaching in the program. Look at Apple, look at Amazon. They're the biggest companies in the world, and they have those qualities, right? And not only are they big right now in this pandemic, but they're actually thriving in this pandemic. So companies that can really come to terms with those three things are going to be the leaders in their industries. And with your system, you're definitely going to have people be leaders in their industry.
Yeah, and I think like one of the key things that you've probably seen is we build systems, we build automation, we build virtual, like you've got assets in the business that you can really build momentum on now. So we've started to see on your journey, Gene, especially putting the hard work in initially has got the little flywheel effect of all your mini flywheels working for you.
For sure, for sure. Everything is starting to come together piece by piece, kind of like a transformer, right?
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of different moving parts, but if you put them together and you stay focused and determined to make sure that they're all working smoothly, you're doing your part as a commander of the whole process, and you're putting the time in, then you're gonna come out a winner for sure. And you're gonna beat your competitors because there's nobody else doing it like this.
Exactly. So well done on your first deal and actual placement, Gene. So I know the candidate's about to start in a couple of weeks. What was the actual value of that placement?
Oh, $11,700.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, it was pretty sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. So does that have an impact on your future now in terms of going to this full time?
Oh yeah. I mean, I've already transitioned from my business into really putting, my efforts into this business because like I said, even though I had a successful business, I know that this particular business and then this industry is going to take me even further, maybe 100 times further than where I was before. So I'm glad I made the investment, and this is just proves itself to me every day. Every day I get more confident in regards to where I'm going to be, and I'm just motivated to get
Awesome.
to where I need to be.
So what are your plans for the next 12 months? Where do you want to get this business to?
Um, the next 12 months, I want to just make sure that it's just working smooth as a whistle. I'm getting a lot of income, and I'm really thinking about starting to grow the team, by the end of another year coming up. So starting to grow the team, that's where I want to be, just
Cool.
expanding the business.
So what sort of revenue do you want to hit in the next 12 months?
I want to be at least at 150,000, at least, the
Wow.
next 12 months. Yeah, for
Do you
sure.
see that's achievable with the systems and everything that
Oh
we?
yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's a far reach. Yeah, I don't think that's a far reach.
Brilliant. So if anyone's got any reservations around like joining the program, what would you say to them?
Well, what I would say is believe in yourself. That's number one. And if you believe in yourself, um, you should invest in yourself. And based off of everything you've seen online, and if they get a chance to speak to you, make a good decision, because not often do you come across people that are really masters of their game. Um, so I strongly believe that you're a master of your game, and that's why I joined you. So if you want to invest in yourself, make the commitment in this particular program. If you want to invest in the staffing business slash recruiting business, go for this program, because I told you before, the companies that are going to win today and in the future are going to have technology, they're going to have good leadership, and they're going to have good marketing behind them. And if you look at anything that you're doing, James, obviously you have all those three with your program and what you're currently doing in your business.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what would you say around having the group Q&A calls with myself every week and the rest of the team? So having a peer group, did you find
Yeah.
that support structure really help propel you and give you the confidence to keep digging at it and making sure you got the results?
There's so many different value points with your program, and those three those three things that I mentioned are only just the top tip of the iceberg. So having a group, a peer group, with you leading the peer group and guiding us through different questions each week and helping us pinpoint where we need to be is invaluable. Okay. The mindset behind it in terms of making sure we have a profitable business, which you really understand very well in terms of, okay, yes, we have systems in place. Yes, we have marketing, but we need to, at the end of the day, we have to understand how to make this business profitable, right? And that's what you bring to the table from day one. Okay, focusing, making sure that everyone's focused on not spending money on stupid tasks, right? And making sure every dollar counts, and the other guidance that comes with naturally in recruiting in terms of the deals and the customers and all that. Each week, everyone has their own sort of list that they need to address. We get those things addressed and everyone learns from each other. So that is probably one of the biggest values that you'll ever get in regards to the program, for sure.
Awesome, Gene. Well,
Yeah.
listen, I'm really looking forward to watching the rest of your journey. And I think it's been a fantastic opening insight for people that maybe haven't even got recruitment experience, that it is possible to learn a completely new like job and profession
Yes.
and in a new market, because we never touched on the fact of like your niche is finance.
Yeah,
So you
well,
have no
yeah,
experience in finance.
finance. Yeah, I have no experience in the finance sector, except for the fact that I've been in business. Obviously,
Yeah.
I have a lot of good common sense in regards to what that takes, but I don't have a special niche in regards of finance. So I came in cold on recruiting. I came on cold on the finance industry. So I've been learning everything in the middle of a pandemic. So if you can do it with all those things, you got to ask yourself, if you can make it now, within now in the next 6 months, this is going to be the testament, because if you can make it now, this is probably going to be the worst time you'll ever see in business, right? So if you get past this hump, is nothing going to be worse than this, right? So you got to just keep that mindset in the next 6 months. After that, things are going to get a lot more gravy for you. So you just got to keep a lot of those factors in mind.
Awesome. Would you recommend, like, if people are losing jobs or get made redundant and want to try a different profession and want to own a business themselves, what
Yeah.
would you say to those type of people? Would a recruitment agency be the type of thing that they should set up?
It's a no-brainer, right? Because again, the um, uh, the profits are huge, the investment level is low, and it's very easy to get in the business, right? So it's almost similar to a portion of my old business in regards to, like, say, a handyman, right? It's very easy to become a handyman, right? But the profit levels are not that great. If there's a lot of competition, right? Um, you can get quick to market. There's a lot of competition, but it doesn't require a lot of capital startup. Oppose that to this business where you can get quick to market very quickly. The profits are huge and exponential, and the business is going to be around forever, right? So staffing industry is not going anywhere. People are always going to need this service. The key is, there's a lot of people going to be coming into the staffing industry, but the key is, how do you differentiate yourself? How do you differentiate yourself? So I differentiated myself in the home improvement business. So now I'm going to differentiate myself in this business with your system, because you have a unique system that's going to dominate the competition, right? In regards to all of these different factors that we've been discussing. So the answer is, hell yeah, get into this business. Make sure you have a competitive advantage with your system. You do. So get into the business. There's low startup costs. There's major potential, and I think it's a no-brainer.
Brilliant,
Yeah.
Gene. Well, listen, thank you very much for spending the time today. I hope the viewers and listeners really enjoyed Gene's journey so far. I'm sure we'll do a sequel to this as well, Gene, in the next up and coming months, once we get to the six figures. And thank you again. And for anyone listening, stay tuned if you're interested in joining Recruitment Accelerator. If you visit the website and the links below and book in a call and a survey, and then we can see if we have space to enter you into the program and hopefully share a similar story like Gene did in doing his first deal of over $11,000. And yeah, I'll catch you all soon. So thanks again, Gene.
Thanks.